Good evening, Terra Nova. Poema, Monday Moments, the rest of the calendar for the week, giving and serving at Terra Nova, and chickens. It's Thursday Update. Quarantine, lockdown, shelter in place, the pause, whatever we want to call it, it has had its own impact and casualties on how we're able to deal with each other. One of the things that unfortunately was struck down by it is the Poema Retreat. Our women have recognized what an unfortunate timing this is. But they've put together a time where we can get to the women of Terra Nova Church together online. Alicia Fitzgerald is going to talk a little bit more about that.
Hi, welcome to the Thursday Update. My name is Alicia Fitzgerald. I help out with the Poema, the women's ministry here at Terra Nova. Just a quick announcement for all you ladies out there. We're really excited to have a event Saturday, May 16th at 7 p.m. to 8:30. This is going to be a Zoom event, so we're thrilled to see all your smiling faces on the computer. So what you need to do is, if you are in the planning center Poema group, Diane sent out a link, and that link contains all the information. If you're not in that group, you need to go on our website or on Facebook or Instagram. We'll post it. But what that link has is three things. It is a link to the Jen Wilkin YouTube teaching. It is a PDF with questions to meditate on for that teaching. And then lastly, it's the Zoom link for the event on Saturday, May 16th. So really hope you join us. We're really excited about it.
You can find more information on the website or the Planning Center. If you don't know what that is or need some help becoming part of the Planning Center, really good thing to do at this time while we're doing so much online, you can reach out to Operations Director Dennis Gardner, Dennis at terranovachurch.org, and he would be more than glad to help you. As we've moved from being able to gather to being online, we've made some adjustments to be able to try to accommodate that. We now have the Sunday services of worship, word and prayer, communion, all online, but there's an absence to some things that happen on Sunday that you just can't do online. There's not a chance to have that buzz of people being able to talk in the lobby. We're underrepresented in those places of conversations that are more casual. Monday Moments is one of those pieces on the Terra calendar, that schedule that we're trying to really get a rhythm with so that we can be a part of each other's lives more and more, is an effort to try to have those conversations. If you have been following Terra Nova on YouTube, you might have seen this week's Monday Moment. Ben Brickman shared with us how we can exercise without any equipment, just body weight at home. Other people have already submitted videos on some skills that they have. In the future, we'll have things on flower arranging by someone who does that professionally, and drawing and metal detection, which is the one I wanted to talk to the person about anyway. There are also other lanes, other avenues for those discussions that we can have. We would love to have people who want to share about their spiritual life, how Jesus made an impact in their life, that time where they didn't know him and came to know him, and how Jesus changed their lives. If they could just take 7 minutes to share that, how it happened and what was different, you could just email those into me. If you have a skill and you want to share that, please do. If you're doing something that just is a chance to share what's going on at your home or with your small group that we call tribes, or maybe it's in serving outside in the community, please send those along too. And lastly, if there's just something that's entertaining, if you have a particular skill, whether you dance or are a magician or a musician, please send those as well. And we'll try to recreate some of those dialogues that we could have by having those sharing times on Monday in those Monday Moments. On that calendar rhythm, the next day we would be Tuesday, where we have time in the Word, a devotional time. This week, Ron Mackey, who with his wife Ann is a tribe leader at Terra Nova, shared with us out of Romans chapter 12. If you go to our YouTube channel and stay there regularly, you'll be able to find that on Tuesdays. Wednesday is our worship time. This week you were able to hear Kyle Maureen playing saxophone and then cloning himself and playing saxophone behind himself playing saxophone. In the evenings, there's a prayer meeting. On Thursdays, we have these updates. On Fridays, we look at Terra Past and have Friday flashbacks, which for some of you is a chance to see this is how Terra had done things in the past, and for others is a chance to say, I remember when we did it that way. Saturdays, there isn't anything on the schedule, and then Sunday, of course, we have our services. That schedule keeps a baseline for us, a rhythm that we're going to be repeating every week, but it may not be all that's up in our social media. Please make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, go on the Instagram and find out what's going on that thing. And then we'll keep posting on those and be able to stay in touch with each other. We're really focused on serving still with 3 groups: the Salvation Army in Troy, the Boys and Girls Club of the Capital District, and Captain Community Services in Clifton Park. If you want to do that, or as a small group, as a tribe want to do that, please reach out to Pastor Bill at terranovachurch.org. One of the ways we've been serving is through donations that went towards getting energy drinks and protein bars to give to the emergency department night staff at Albany Medical Center. We've now capped off giving to that. People gave over $4,000, which gives us over 21 nights that we'll be able to provide that for the emergency department. But we wanted to say thank you again, Tara, for giving to that cause. Giving can sometimes be those moments, almost like a photograph. We're doing this for this time, for this event. But there's another way that we give when we give as part of our discipleship, as part of our lives, and we say, this is worth it. We were in a series called We Can't, which was a generosity initiative that was focused not on one event, but on living life on mission with our church and intentionally giving to that. And we will be revisiting that come the fall. Lastly, an update on the chickens. Chickens are doing well, they are growing, they're less fuzzy and more feathered as time goes on, and soon they'll be out of the brooder and into the hen house, into the coop. Right now in the brooder, they constantly have heat lamps on them because they are living in a condition that isn't natural. Normally they would be with hens. If they were out in the wilderness as wild chickens, they would have mom kind of putting her wings over them and keeping them warm next to her. And sometimes in nature we can see what God has built in to show us pieces of how He cares for us. There are at least 2 places in the Bible where God talks about this strong maternal love that He reflects for us, that He wants to give us protection under the shelter of His wing, it says in the Psalms. And when Jesus is seeing Jerusalem and comes and the people are weeping before Him, He says, Jerusalem, how many times I wanted to gather you together like a mother hen gathers its chicks. This is probably a good time for you to let God do that, to crawl nearer to Him. I would encourage you to let the Lord surround you with His love. Let Him comfort you. Gaze upon Him. Read His Word and know Him. Pray and just lay all your anxieties before Him. Sing to Him in worship and praise. And when you find how much He really loves you, from that great love, love one another. We love you, Terra Nova. Hope to see you very soon, if not virtually, maybe even masked face to masked face.